We're about to talk diamonds on the Business Breakfast, and I've just been running a quick sort of quiz thing in the studio to see if anybody could answer it. And I've been asking Vasti and Trevor, what is the chemical symbol for diamonds? Have a think. Don't text in, but I'll let you know towards the end of the interview. What is the chemical symbol for diamonds? Welcome now to the studio to Peter Meeus, the chairman of the Dubai Diamond Exchange. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
I know you know the answer, so don't chip in. Peter, we saw a story last week about brown diamonds, and about how jewellers in some cities are marketing them as full-price diamonds. Basically, they're not clear. They look brown, but they were once the least valuable of the diamond family, used for industrial purposes. But people have been trying to invent them through marketing purposes. They're quite common still, aren't they? I mean, should they not be marketed as full-cost diamonds?
No. First of all, they are diamonds. They come out of the center of the earth. They're millions of years old, so they are diamonds. There was a time, I believe 25 years ago, when everybody thought that a diamond was always white. It was promoted by De Beers. In these days, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds were worth nothing. I remember a guy in Antwerp who had as his slogan, a diamond is not always white. So today, these diamonds, the pink diamonds, the yellow diamonds, the blue diamonds, the red diamonds, are the most valuable diamonds on earth. So it all depends a bit on marketing. On the other hand, brown diamonds are, of course, much more available than white diamonds. This is due to the fact that they were discovered in Australia, the Argyle mine, that was in the 80s. And the Argyle mine produces about 85% of brown diamonds. It also produces 2-3% of pink diamonds. These diamonds became available on the market. There was a big campaign already 20 years ago done by a special council who then created the concept of cognac and champagne diamonds. It's a very old story. So yeah, it has been actually quite successful. I looked at the picture in the interview. This dark brown diamond looks beautiful. It's a beautiful piece. It's a real diamond.
It does that. It does look nice and attractive. There's one very nice ring that they feature that we looked at. But at the same time, they're brown. I mean, one of the big selling points, of course, is the 4 C's: clarity, colour. Brown is just not an attractive colour on a lady's finger compared to a nice white or pink or yellow sparkly diamond.
I'm not convinced of that. There are indeed the 4 C's, and indeed brown or dark brown is very brown. It's not white, but we have this preconception that the diamond always has to be white. So of course they should be available at a much more affordable price.
You mentioned at the start of the interview that De Beers originally promoted only transparent, clear diamonds as we think of them. Why not? It's self-defeating, surely, that from their point of view, not to promote all different diamonds.
Well, in these days, most of the diamonds were white. And you had a traditional chart, which starts with D color, which is the ultra white. And it's DE, F, G, I, H, KLM. KLM are already the top light brown colors. And then it goes down to light brown, and then it goes to brown. So of course the price goes down according to how lower you are on the scale. But yeah, it's a question of taste, of marketing, and of price. So I believe that these brown diamonds also can be very beautiful if they are set in beautiful jewellery.
Let's talk a little bit about you and your organisation, the Dubai Diamond Exchange. Where does it fit into the global diamond market?
Well, it's an interesting story. I'm here in Dubai now 8 years. Since 2006. I was here the first time in 2001. At that moment, we were not a diamond center. We were not a player. Today we are actually even more than the new kid on the block. In the year 2000, before the DMCC, the Dubai Multi-Commodity Center, was established, Probably there was something like $50 million of diamond trade, mostly focused in retail. There was no wholesale business. Today we are the third largest center after Antwerp and Mumbai in the world. That's actually an amazing...
Is that by volume, is it?
Yeah, by dollar volume, yes. So we're almost reaching $40 billion.
And what have been the key elements in that success? What would you say has been the key elements of your strategy to become the third largest?
Well, first of all, it started with a vision. The diamond business was having problems in Belgium, in Antwerp. There was a growing hostility towards foreigners. That's all over Europe. The diamond business is mainly in hands of Jewish and Indian players. So there were problems in Belgium. And that was actually people here in the UAE, I wasn't here yet, looked at that situation. And you know, of course, Dubai has its attraction. It has flights going everywhere in the world, to Africa. It has its proximity to India, which is the main cutting center in the world. 99% of all diamonds are cut in Mumbai. That's only 2.5 hours flying from Dubai. And it has a fiscal environment, and it has an ease of doing business. Now, ease of doing business is certainly not there anymore in Europe. And the fact that there is no ease of doing business there anymore has driven people away. So that are the big reasons why the diamond business actually has moved partially to Dubai.
I know that obviously, you know, when people flee, they take gold, they take diamonds, portable things with them. In terms of value, how does diamond compare to gold? If you had say, for instance, 1 ounce of diamonds, 1 ounce of gold, which would be more valuable?
That I don't count in ounces.
No, carats. Let me ask you a question. The reason I'm asking this is about the gold price quite a lot. We give gold prices out on air. Is there a quotable benchmark for diamonds?
No. Diamonds are not commoditized. And a lot of efforts have been tried out to do that, and nobody has been successful up to today. The price of a 1 carat diamond can still be, according to the color, the clarity and the cut, can still be between, let's say, $3,000 on wholesale level to $20,000 for the top product, the internally flawless diamond of a top cut hearts and arrows. So there is not really a benchmark. The only thing I can say is know what you buy. Always ask for third-party verification, which means a certificate. Don't buy diamonds without a certificate, because at least on the certificate you will know what the quality of the diamond is. And then there are lists. You can go on the internet. There is a wholesale list called the Rappaport list. That's the most known list in the world. That are, of course, wholesale prices, and that will give you an indication of where your diamond is. Of course, that does not reflect the retail value, because a retailer, he needs, for example, to go to Dubai Mall, and he needs to pay his staff, and he needs to do marketing. So that will of course, drive up the price of the product.
Yeah, and what's the outlook for the diamond market in 2014? And it sounds like if you can't commoditize these, that physical supply, therefore, doesn't really have an impact on price. Would I be right?
Well, it has. There are predictions. For the moment, physical supply of rough diamonds is limited. We know where the mines are. The Bears and the Russians control about 50% of the rough market. Then there are, of course, still a lot of mines in Africa. So there is a limited supply of rough diamonds. There are predictions that diamond consumption in the next 2-3 years will rise with 35%. These are predictions of the Bears. The last year was a good year, also for the retail. People sold very well, double-digit growth. This year looks also fairly well. In the long run, there is a general expectation that diamond prices will go up because of a shortage of supply, and because of an increasing demand in new economies like India and China. Today, India and China together consume about 20% of global wholesale polished sales. in 2-3 years that will go up with 10%. There's a study of Bain, which is the specialist in luxury goods, which predicts that in another 10 years, they both together, China and India, will become as important as the United States. On the other hand, there are no new mines.
Mm-hmm.
So diamond prices are bound to increase.
You mentioned the Rappaport list just a moment ago, and I remember Martin Rappaport was here at the Dubai City of Gold conference about 5 or 6 years ago. One of the most engaging public speakers that I have ever seen in my life.
Indeed, yes.
He's a fascinating man.
Absolutely.
Well, we have to thank you very much indeed for coming in. We look forward to having you back to talk diamonds. Peter Meeus, the chairman of the Dubai Diamond Exchange, thank you very much.